Hey everyone, welcome to Training with Kayce. I'm your host, Kayce Cover, and we are getting ready to launch the next Perception Modification class. A lot of times I call this PMC, which will confuse you because there's also PMCC. We do one, then the other. Each one is 10 weeks long. We can take a break in between them or not. We'll vote on that. And so it's a total of 20 or 21 weeks. These classes will start on May 7th, 1 to 3 p.m. That's Wednesday. So they'll be held every week for 2 hours on Wednesday, 1 to 3 p.m. And you probably want to know how much time this class takes. So I've had people, the calls are 2 hours each. And some of the people say that they spend about, 10 minutes a day working on materials and maybe another hour a week working with the animals. Some people spend an hour a day and, anything up to an hour a day for materials. So let me speak at that for a moment. This is a really powerful technique. So you want to master it. You want to be good at it. You don't want to just get it. You want to be able to do it because you have to do it in order to help dogs. So I'm a lifelong student. I'm taking classes right this minute. And I always listen to everything, every lecture, every video, etc., 4 times before I stop. I not do it the first time through, but I will go back and listen to everything. I'm going to listen until I know what I'm just ticking the boxes. Yeah, and then they're going to say this and this and this, and I understand everything. Nothing makes me go, oh, I've got to go figure that out. I don't quite get that. So I'm going to listen and check the materials out and everything till I can do all of that. Okay, so for me, it'd take me probably 2 hours a day, one way or another. And so that's 14 hours a week. But Sylvia is fantastic. She's Sylvia Machalewska from Poland. And she said it took her the 2 hours a week for the phone call and about another hour a week. Boy, does she do amazing things. So you're probably more like Sylvia than me. So maybe it's going to be fast for you. Okay, so the cart will open on April 30th. That is the day we were going to start the class, but we needed to give it another week because of some schedule constrictions. The cart will close on the 4th. That's 3 days before the class starts. So cart opens on April 30th, cart closes on May 4th, and the class starts on May 7th. So who is this for? This is for students of the game, either because you're a pro and you want to help lots of people and lots of dogs manage their emotions and cope with stress. So you're going to go through this not to teach other trainers, but to teach dogs. And guess what? You don't even have to teach their owners. The dogs almost always become self-managing, which is huge. In addition, this is for owners that love their dogs, but they are worried that their dogs are going to be unlivable. They're going to be a liability. They're going to hurt somebody. They're going to hurt themselves, and they can't get help. They can't get effective help in solving those problems. If that's you, don't worry, don't despair, come. And you know what? This is a strange technique. A strange technique because people tell me I shouldn't tell you this, but it's true. We can teach animals to participate with us in two-way communication. My horse knows over 500 words and concepts. Concepts like on versus off, empty versus full, numbers, directions, like all kinds of stuff. I used to irritate the heck out of people that came to study with me because I'd leave them in an area with my horse and I'd say, okay, well, I'm gone. Go ahead and hide this thing. And then when I came back, you could see they were like, ha ha ha, Kayce, are you going to find this? And I would say, Sarah, can you show me where it is? That's not fair, blah, 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 blah. Train your own horse. Train your own horse to be your collaborator. It's very satisfying when you irritate a bunch of other trainers because they didn't even imagine my horse could help me cheat. This is what you can look forward to. Okay, so this is happening really quickly, and I'm going to put out a number of videos to try to teach you as much as I can before the class. And I'm going to show you two videos today, or parts of them. But first, I want to talk to you about how you can start this journey on your own, whether you take the class or not. And the first thing you need to know is that we're going to tell you things that you're going to have a hard time believing. I mean, I don't know why you'll have a hard time believing them. You'll see the evidence all around you. So I'm going to tell you, your dog can understand language. I don't care what you've been told. And you're going to prove it to yourself. However, people that have gone through the class have often told me that they couldn't believe their dog could understand language. My own sister, who I love, told me that she thought we should teach you starting with helping your dog to relax, putting your hands on your dog, learning to observe your dog, rather than the logical way, which is to teach you to talk to your dog first, because that's how you'll share information and label things and so on. So my sister's astute. I'm going to try what she says. So this is you and me together figuring this out. And I'm going to just give you 4 things to work on. And this is the part, okay, let me go back and tell you it a little bit differently. In perception modification, you can solve all of the problems that are mediated by emotion with almost all the dogs, like over 97% of the difficult cases that find their way to me. So these problems are things like fear of thunder, fear of fireworks, fear of vets, wanting to eat cats, dog reactivity, human reactivity, problems with children, resource guarding, going to the vets, getting nails trimmed, getting anal glands impacted, getting blood taken. So if it's an issue where the dog is uncomfortable or fearful or gets aroused, in other words, he needs to learn how to manage his emotions and cope with stress. And it's really important because a dog that's dysregulated in his emotions, it's costing him physically, okay? You notice that we see a lot of dogs getting cancers and autoimmune diseases. Stress is lethal. To help your animal be empowered, armed to cope with stress. Okay, so like I said, I normally myself, I start with explaining things to the dog. But let's say the dog can't do that, just for the sake of argument. I'm going to give you 4 ways that you're going to help your dog. And then I'm going to show you physically. So, well, you'll see what the difference is. So the 4 ways are, the first thing, you are going to be easy. Oh, you got to get yourself quiet, grounded, ready. You got to listen to yourself. Are you tense? Are you impatient? So I'm going to tell you, personally, I find this more difficult than talking to the dog, but meditate. I used to find it more difficult. I do it all the time now. So you are going to be easy. You're going to lead by example. There's so many reasons for this. One is the stress is contagious. You emanate neurotransmitters of stress and other products of stress like butyric acid. Your dog can smell that. When he smells it, it affects him also. All right? He is going to reflect how you feel. So don't make it harder on him. Get yourself in order first. So that's the first thing. You don't want to make it harder for your dog. But also, I got to write a note. Sorry, guys. There we go. Don't make it harder and set the example. Okay, so when I say set the example, you're going to actually emanate the frequency of relaxation, which will help your dog to find it. This is not a do as I say and not as I do thing. This is a you do it first and show your dog how it's done. By the way, that's a big thing in SATs. I'm a little irritated with trainers that are not thinking it's their job to explain things to the dog. And I don't think it's sufficient to punish the dog when he makes a mistake in order to teach, right? Maybe if a dog is willfully disregarding the rules or something, maybe, but I really don't see that very often at all. So I am going to show the dog what easy looks like. I'm going to be easy. So I'm going to be easy so that I don't contaminate the dog's environment and make it harder for him to get easy. And I'm going to get easy to show him exactly how to get there. He's going to be able to resonate with me, and he's going to be able to feel it when he gets into the right place. You know how the lady comes out and sings opera and the crystal glass vibrates and all of a sudden it shatters? It's kind of like that, but the dog doesn't shatter. Okay, the next thing is you're going to see easy. All right. So you're going to see whether your dog is easy or not. And you're going to give the dog feedback. You're going to talk to him about that. You're a good dog. You're a good, easy dog. That's great. I see you just relaxed your eye. I see you relaxed your ear. Look at how easy on the ground you are. So the first thing is you're going to show the dog easy. The second thing is you're going to see the easy your dog shows you. The third thing is you're going to speak the easy. So you're going to see it. You see easy and speak easy are a little bit combined, right? So first you have to see it. And then you have to give the dog feedback. So you're going to see exactly what I mean because I'm going to show you two videos. But for example, you put your hands on your dog and you feel he's tense. So you tell him, you feel tense. Can you get easy? And you're actually doing massage on the dog's body and feeling him relax. That's outstanding. You're getting easy. You went from really alert to easy. That is a good dog. So you're going to see the easy and then speak the easy. And then you're going to congratulate the easy. You congratulate the easy when you go, oh my God, that's so great. You are such a great dog. I'm going to give you a little tip here. Did you see how I went, oh my God, la, la, la? Wouldn't you think that would get the dog all riled up? It doesn't. It doesn't. There's something about me getting excited over how calm the dog is that helps the dog get calmer. But don't believe me, test it out for yourself. Now, what are the other parts? I just gave you 4 tips. Be easy, see easy, speak easy, and congratulate easy. But you have to have a way to create the easy. So I'm going to tell you 4 touches that you can use. So the first one is called scruff pull. And you just take the scruff of the dog or cat and you just extend it and hold it like so for the count of 3 to 8. Easy, easy scruff, good. 2, 3, good cat, good dog, whoever it is, right? Probably can't try it on a pig. Not that a pig wouldn't react to it, but they don't really have a scruff. And you're going to find a few pit bulls like that, maybe some Dobermans. So you cannot use this for every animal, but of course, the animals do seem to be designed to relax when you pick up their neck because vets use it all the time with cats in their offices. And when a mama carries her baby around, they just curl up and get quiet. She picks them up by the neck, and it's just natural for them to do that. Sea lions do it too, even. There's so many animals that do that. So try that out, the scruff pull. The second one is undulating massage. So do this experiment on yourself. Push as hard as you can with your fingers, okay? Now see that relax my hand. I had it up like this, and I just naturally relax. Now watch, when I take my fingers up, watch for the white spots. See? But I don't feel anything residual in there, okay? I don't have a lasting sensation of relaxation. So I'm going to try this. And we call this undulating or piano massage. Oh, wait, I should get tense first. Okay. So, boy, that's a lot harder, right? But look what happens. You try it on yourself. Again, don't believe me. Try it yourself. What happens is I start to relax, just like your dog will start to relax. Okay. And take your hand away now and focus on how you feel. You feel the difference? Almost everybody feels this as more relaxing than this. All right. So this is undulating or piano touch or massage. Okay, now we've got a third one, which is called banding. And with banding, we get down here where you've got lots of connective tissue, all these little bones and so on, and we just constrict. And that's very relaxing. Again, try this yourself. You want to do both hands so that you are even, right? You don't want to leave any part of your body out. Be consistent. You're going to do this for your dog. Now, you can also band the whole dog, like the chest and the bum, or you can band around the legs. Of course, you've got to be very confident that your dog is going to be comfortable with you doing that and not bite you. You are always responsible for your own safety. You're the expert. in your dog, and you must never take any action that you feel will be risky. Okay? So, in fact, I should take this opportunity to say, when I say you can, what I really mean is I do. This is what I do, and I'm happy to share it with you, but I am no way trying to direct you. Okay, so we've done scruff pull, piano or undulating massage, banding, and the last one is I'm going to describe it, but we'll leave it for the class because it's definitely more complex. It's called the agitator motion, and it is a combination of doing this and this on the sides of a dog. So let's say the dog is standing or sitting right in front of me. I'm going to put a hand on each rib cage. I'm going to do this and go down that dog's body. And oh my goodness, that will almost always cause them to just drop to the ground within minutes or even seconds. All right, so let's take a look at what this actually could look like. So I'm going to share my screen. So maybe you are a little discouraged. Maybe your dog is kind of hyperactive, hard to keep up with. Maybe you despair of ever getting him to relax and calm down. Well, I can kind of identify because this is
good shoulders, okay? Good, nice work. Good. There you go, nice job. Very good. Now his head is looking a little down and to the right. He's starting to get focused. Instead of on his BALL, which he's obsessed with, he's starting to think about his internal state. He's still panting. Okay, so here's your breath. Good. Can you get easy? Good. Nice work. Nice. Okay, good dog.
So good. 2 minutes into this video.
Okay, leave it. That's a good dog.
If you ever watch Mr. Magoo, it reminds you of the kid.
Good.
Okay, so let me stop this and explain. This dog at this point is about a year old, and he really craved skin stimulation. So what I did to start him here, I had just gotten this box with all this packing paper in it. And I had a feeling like he'll come out of his crate and wrap himself up in the drapes. So I started him on this stack of paper. You don't have to do that. But let me show you what he looked like when he first got started. So 2 minutes in, he's already starting to get squared away.
So what I have here is a working German Shepherd pup. Pup is a year old, and he is ready to advance his easy. And you're going to see he's not easy now.
Like I will see this.
Well, you're going to see it when I post the video. But the video's being made right this instant. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
And I just got a huge box of paper, and I'm going to let him lay down in that. Okay, can you get easy? Okay, so I'm going to talk to the dog now, and then you'll be able to see this. Good. Now that's alert, okay? And you've got your ball. Can I have your ball? Good. Out. Good. Nice. Now you need to get easy first, all right? Good. I'm going to help you. This is your neck. Good. You feel how alert that is? Okay, and you're panting. All right. And you're going to leave the ball. That's off limits right now. There you go. I'm at your gas. Oh, look at that. Whoa, nice work. He just relaxed right onto the floor. Okay, good.
You see what
Now, I
happens?
still got to hold him, and also I'm trying to be my own camera person at the same time. Okay, I'm sure none of you guys understand the challenge of that. Good shoulders, okay?
Okay, So what we have there is typical, but actually more difficult than most. I'm going to tell you another way it will be difficult for you. Not only do you have to really maintain firm groundedness, you have to be the easy. And it's not so simple and easy with a dog like this. You're going to feel that tension just flood over you. And sometimes it will make you be breathless. And it'll make you sometimes feel like, stay calm, be resolute, and keep working. Now, what Rocky did here also is very typical. He started to relax, and then it's like, okay, I relax, let's go. And really, I don't show it in this particular place, but if I'm at home and there's no harm in letting this happen, then I'll let the dog pop up and go away because he's going to be back in less than 30 seconds. They just kind of seem to want to get a chance to say, okay, something's changing, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. I was feeling, excited, and then I was feeling relaxed, and I'm not used to that feeling, and I'm not sure I like it. And then I went away and I got excited again, and now I want to compare it to relax. So they'll come right back to you like, can you help me do that thing again? All right. And so that's what I ended up doing for him here. So let's take a look at where it goes to. Okay. Okay, we'll start right around here.
Easy. Ready? Good dog. Oh, good job.
And that's the agitator motion
easy arm
on one side.
Easy ribs. Nice work. Your legs tense.
Undulating massage.
Get easy. Good boy. Look at that good face. Easy on the ground. Head.
Okay, you see how I'm pointing out to him what he has easy?
Yeah, and your eyes. Are those
and
easy
by
eyes?
touching his face,
Nice work.
his ears, I'm helping him to relax also. It has limitations,
You're getting a little
like the
tummy
stomach
rub
rub.
at the same time, huh?
So pretty soon, I'm going to step totally out of the picture and leave it all to him. He does. Not in this video necessarily.
Good. Can you get that easy? Good. Good, easy head. Good. Nice work. Your leg is tense. Your leg is tense. Good. Good, easy head. Can you get your legs easy?
That's
Banding.
banding
Good.
right there.
Good. Good. Can you get this leg
Agitator
easy?
motion. Banding again.
Good boy. Good. Good, easy. Good, easy. This is your calf. Okay, it's tense. Can you feel that? You get it easy? Good. Let's feel this other one.
Giving him feedback.
Good. Good.
This
That one's easy.
is what I'm finding
Get this
about
one
your
easy.
body, and this is what I call
That?
it.
Good.
So now I have a way to talk about these things.
Good. You feel this? Good. Get that easy? Good. Good. Nice. Nice. It's good. Okay, get your head easy. Look at that breathing. That's outstanding. Very good breathing. Good.
Easy, right? Easy. Okay, let's review. We've got 4 things you are going to do. You're going to be easy or show easy. You're going to demonstrate it yourself. You're going to see easy. You're going to observe what your dog is doing and tell him what you see, which is the speak easy. And then you're going to congratulate. When he put his head down, I said, oh, that's good. Good dog. And you see, he's getting progressively more relaxed. Now, soon after this, I did another video, which you'll see in the class, where he relaxes himself, and then I ask him to get alert. Then I ask him to relax himself, then alert, then relax. And he does the relaxation 3 times in a row, totally on his own. No input from me except the feedback. Okay, so show easy, see easy, speak easy, congratulate easy. So 4 things you're going to do, and you're going to use 4 touches. Scruff pull, undulating massage, banding, and the agitator motion. You put those things together, and even at seminars where there's lots of dogs walking around and doors opening and shutting, dogs panting, shedding, barking, every which thing, most of the dogs make a serious improvement in their relaxation within 2 minutes. Hard to believe. But you see, Rocky is not an easy dog to get easy, but he's an expert at it now. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. And please keep your eyes peeled because more videos will be coming. We'll be doing a series of 4 videos to teach you how to help your dog to relax. And if you resonate with what you're doing, if you are empowered, if you see animals improving with the things that you learn from us, then you can join the class that's coming up. It's only once a year, and it's going to change your life. I'll leave it to you to wait until we have the question and answer section, and you'll be able to talk to me and others about it. But the fact is that trainers come to me over and over again and say that this class, learning these skills, was transformative for them. They say they'll never look at dogs the same way again or any other animal. They'll never be the same way with dogs or other animals. I'm going to tell you, it is an entree into the best life you can live with animals. In my experience, and I have over 50 years of experience with over 120 kinds of animals, pretty universal. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for the people that have commented and click the like button, subscribe. Just helps me so much, and I really appreciate it. And thanks for being thoughtful of us. All right, you take care. We'll see you soon. We'll be having more videos coming out to give you more tips to help your dog get easy. All right, thank you. Good night, and I'll see you next time.